more number of students, shall we give link?
Share ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್ ಈಗ 5 minutes.
Hello Varun.
Hello Varun. Sir share link ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡಿ. ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. YouTube ಲೈವ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ.
ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಾ?
ಹೌದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ ಸರ? ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ ಸರ?
Yes sir.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ ಸರ?
Start ಮಾಡುವ ಸರ್. Yes sir. Okay, you can proceed.
Audible sir?
Yes sir, audible. Okay, audible sir.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಯಾ, ಆಯ್ತು ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ನಾನು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಜೆ ಮೆಂಡೋನ್ಸ, JCI ಮೂಡುಬಿದಿರೆ ತ್ರಿಭುವನ್ನ 2020ನೇ ಸಾಲಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ 2ನೇ ದಿನದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ JCI ಮೂಡುಬಿದಿರೆ ತ್ರಿಭುವನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀ ಧವಳ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮೂಡುಬಿದಿರೆ ಇವರ ಸಹಭಾಗಿತ್ವ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಸುಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ತರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ JC ವಾಣಿ JC ರೋಶ್ನಿ ಲೂವಿಸ್ ಅವರಿಂದ.
JC ವಾಣಿ, ದೇವರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸವು ಮಾನವ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು, ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಮಾನವ ಸಹೋದರತೆಯು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳ ಸಾರ್ವಭೌಮತೆಯನ್ನು ಮೀರಿದೆ. ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಜನರು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಉದ್ಯಮದಿಂದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯವನ್ನು ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಸಾಧಿಸಬಲ್ಲರು. ಸರ್ಕಾರವು ಕಾನೂನು ಆಧಾರಿತವಾಗಿರಬೇಕೇ ಹೊರತು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಆಧಾರಿತವಾಗಿರಬಾರದು. ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಮಾನವನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾನವ ಕುಲದ ಸೇವೆಯೇ ಜೀವನವ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ, ಹೀಗೆಂದು ನಾವು ನಂಬುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೇಡಮ್. ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ 2ನೇ ದಿನದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿ JCHGF ರೇಮಂಡ್ ಡಿಕುನ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಘಟಕದ ಪೂರ್ವಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಮತ್ತು ವಲಯ ತರಬೇತುದಾರರು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪಿಂಗಾರ ವಾರಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಸಂಪಾದಕರು. ಸರ್, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ಧವಳ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮೂಡುಬಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುದರ್ಶನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ತರಬೇತುದಾರರು JC ವಿಮಲ್ ರಾಜ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಘಟಕದ ಝೋನ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕೋ-ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಕಾರ್ಕಳ ಸರ್ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಘಟಕದ ನಿಕಟಪೂರ್ವ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ JCI ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಘಟಕದ ಪೂರ್ವಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರುಗಳು, ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ JC ಮಿತ್ರರನ್ನು, ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕ ವೃಂದವರನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಇದೀಗ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳ ಪರಿಚಯ JC ರೋಹನ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭ ದಿನ. ನಾನು JC ರೋಹನ್. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ತರಬೇತಿದಾರರಾದ JC HGF ರೇಮಂಡಿಕುನ್ನ ಮೂಡಬಿದ್ರೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಇವರ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲು ನಾನು ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಶ್ರೀಯುತರು ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ಪಿಂಗಾರ.com ಪಿಂಗಾರ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಪಿಂಗಾರ ಕನ್ನಡ ವಾರ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಸಂಪಾದಕರು. ಕೊಂಕಣಿ ಟಿವಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಳೆದ 35 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ 150ಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಥೆಗಳು, 200ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕವಿತೆಗಳು, 500ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಚುಟುಕುಗಳನ್ನು ರಚಿಸಿ ಮತ್ತು 3 ಕಾದಂಬರಿಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ 9 ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಕಟಿಸಿದ ಮೂಲಕ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ತಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದವರು. ಇವರು ಪತ್ರಕರ್ತರು, ಬರಹಗಾರರು. ತಮ್ಮ ತರಬೇತಿದಾರರು 2000 ಇಸವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ JC ಮೂಡಬಿದ್ರೆಯ ತ್ರಿಭುವನ್ ಘಟಕ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಚುಕ್ಕಾಣಿ ನೀಡಿದರು. ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಮೂಡಿ ಬಂದವರು. ಅನೇಕ ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಮೂಡಬಿದ್ರೆಯ ಪರಿಸರದಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದವರು. 2000ರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ JCI ಮೂಡಬಿದ್ರೆ ತ್ರಿಭುವನ್ ನೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಿಕಟ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕರಾಗಿ JCI ಮೂಡಬಿದ್ರೆ ತ್ರಿಭುವನ್ ಆಧಾರ ಸ್ತಂಭವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸದಾ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್, ತಮಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ವಂದನೆಗಳು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ರೋಹನ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ರೋಹನ್. ಇದೀಗ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು JCI ರೇಮಂಡಿಕುನ ಸರ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅವರೇ. ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿ JC ಎನ್ನುವ ಆ ಶಬ್ದದ ಮತ್ತು ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಸ್ಥಾನದ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಅಭಿನಂದನವಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಉತ್ತುಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಏರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಮೂಡುಬಿದ್ರೆಯ ತ್ರಿಭುವನ್ JCಯನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮಂತ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಬಂದುದರ ಮಹತ್ವ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯುವಂತಾಗಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಸುಮಾರು 100 ಜನರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ನೆನಪು ತರುವಂತ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನೆನಪು ತರುವಂತ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲಾ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಆ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲಾ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳಿವೆ, ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳಿದ್ದಾಗ ಏನೇನು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಏನು ತರಬೇತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ನವರು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಂತುಕರಾಗ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯುವರ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆರ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎನ್ನುವ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ತತ್ವವು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಯುವರಾಜರು ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಲೆಕ್ಚರರ್ಗಳಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಪರಿಚಯದವರು ಬಹಳ, ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇವರು ಹೀಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆ ನೀಡಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಳೆಯಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಯಿತು ಎನ್ನುವುದು ನಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಜೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ SN ದಿವಾಕರ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್. ನಾನು ವಕಾಲತ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, LLB ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಆ LLB ಕಲಿಯುವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಇಡೀ ಫೀಸನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ನೋಡುವಾಗ, ನಿನ್ನ ತರಬೇತಿಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡುವಾಗ ನೀನು ವಕೀಲನಾಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹಣ ಕಟ್ಟಿದವು. ಜೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ನ ಪರಂಪರೆ ಅಂತದ್ದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನವರಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರತಾಪ್ರು ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಅಭಿಜಿತ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು ನನಗೆ ಪರಿಚಿತರು. ಅವರು ಮಾಡುವ ಗುಣಪಾಲ್ ಕಡಪ್ರ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳ ಪರ್ಯಾಯವಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವವರಾಗ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟು ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿಯಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಮಾಡಲು ಯೋಗ್ಯರು ಎನ್ನುವುದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂತಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕಲಿತೀರಿ. ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತವರು JC ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ, ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಅಂತವರು IPP ಆಗಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಇತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವುದು ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಏಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂಡದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು. ಈ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ 2021 ಎನ್ನುವ ತರಬೇತಿಯು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಲಪ್ರದವಾಗಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊರಕಲಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಇಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ತರಬೇತಿಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹಾರೈಸ್ತಾ, ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯನ್ನು ನನಗೆ ಕರೆದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಇಡೀ ಟೀಮ್ ಬಳಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಸಿಗಲಿ. ಈ ವರ್ಷವು ತ್ರಿಭುವನ್ ಮೂಡುಬಿದಿರೆಯ ಉಜ್ವಲ ವರ್ಷವಾಗಿ ವಲಯ ಸೌಜನ್ಯ ಹೆಗಡೆ ನನಗೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಒಂದು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಕೂಡ. ಅಂತವರ ಬಳಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಹ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಅಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಮಹಿಳಾ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಸ್ಥಾನ ದೊರಕುವುದು ಬಹಳ ಅಪರೂಪ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸುವರು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ ಎಂದು ಹಾರೈಸ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಸರ್ವೇ ಜನ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು JC ರೇಮಂಡ್ ಸರ್, ತಮ್ಮ ಅಮೂಲ್ಯವಾದ ಹಿತನುಡಿಗಳು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ತರಬೇತಿಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ, ಯಾಕೆ ತರಬೇತಿ ನಾವು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದರ ಮುಂದಿನ ಲಾಭ ಏನು ಎಂಬುದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಿವಿ ಮಾತನ್ನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. JCI ಮೂಡುಬಿದಿರೆ ತ್ರಿಭುವನ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಸರ್ ತಮಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇವೆ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್.
ಇದೀಗ ತರಬೇತುದಾರರ ಪರಿಚಯ. JC ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to everybody in the Zoom meet. It is my privilege to introduce today's zone trainer. He is co-founder of Creative PU College, Karkala, and principal at HKS Pre-University College, Hassan. He has organized state-level English debate, Rotex debate, and Association of Excellent Pre-University College, MOODBIDRI, and Rotary Club Town, MOODBIDRI. He was conveyor of Certified Spoken English Program, Competency in English, and Life Skill Training at Excellent Pre-University College. He is certified zone trainer at Junior Chamber International and conducted training on various life skills for thousands of students. He is also graduated as Nalandian at JCI Hyderabad in 2015. We are proud to have today's zone trainer, JC HGF Santosh Kumar with us. Once again, warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, JC ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 100ಗಿಂತ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವೀಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾಳೆ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 10:30 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಳೆ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಬೇಕು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ನಾಳೆ ಭಾಗಿಯಾದಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು JCI ಮೂಡುಬಿದಿರೆ ತ್ರಿಭುವನ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ನೀಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ತರಬೇತುದಾರರಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಜೆಸಿ ವಿಮಲ್ ರಾಜ್ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಸ್ತಾಂತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಓವರ್ ಟು ಜೆಸಿ ವಿಮಲ್ ರಾಜ್ ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir. I think I'm audible. ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, JC Raymond sir, Principal of Sri Davula College, Sudarshan sir, and President and team of JCI MOODBIDRI THRIBHUVAN, past presidents of JCI MOODBIDRI THRIBHUVAN, and faculties of Sri Davula College, and my dear students, a very good afternoon and a warm welcome. First and foremost, let me thank for choosing me for this training session. I would like to express my gratitude to JCI MOODBIDRI THRIBHUVAN for giving an opportunity to be a part of this future training program. I'm very happy to see, and first and foremost, let me appreciate also the participants. Would like to see the number 9900. So this is what actually the feeling, good feeling we can enjoy always when we see the number of participants more. And my kind request also to all the participants, please switch on the video, because you know that there are many limitations when we consider the online platform to have an interaction. If you just switch on the video, it will be more comfortable to interact. I request each and every students to switch on the video, and let's go for an interactive session today on personal grooming. My dear students, yesterday we had a beautiful session by Vinod Kumar sir on interview skills. I have attended the complete session, and it was well informative, and at the same time a valuable session only, we can say that, because you are all a part of a degree college now. Completed your PUC, you may be in first year or second year or third year of your degree, and looking for your career, preparing for your career. And when you prepare yourself for your future aspects, the session how Vinod Kumar sir handled yesterday, it was wonderful. And today's session also, it's related to yesterday's session, we can say, because yesterday it was about the interview skills, and you might have heard the way sir was using the phrase personal grooming to be done for interview skills, or when you prepare or present yourself for an interview. So this is what today we have in front of you, personal grooming. What is personal grooming? You might have heard this term, and if you just check, there will be many definitions about personal grooming, and it can be presented in a very simplified manner, that personal grooming is nothing but grooming our personality, or molding our personality, or shaping our personality for a better future. So this is what we can say about personal grooming. And when we just talk about personal grooming, let us not just focus on the grooming now. Let us focus on personality first. So this term personality, you might have heard from many corners. Personality, personality. You might have seen others' personality. You know about your personality. But how to define personality? So when we think about defining personality, we may have some confusions. How to define our personality? So before answering this question, shall we have a small task in front of us? I have a small task in front of you. I hope everybody will respond to this using chat box now. Small task now. Once again. Can you see the screen now? Hope everybody can see the screen now.
Yes,
There is a jumbled segments there. Can you just rewrite and make it a normal sentence now? You can use the chat box now. There is a jumbled segments. So you can just read and understand what is the actual sentence there. This is a question actually. Can you answer that question? Hope everybody can read. Anyone / do / in the word / I / to compare / have / with / myself. Yes, I get a response now. Do I compare myself with anyone in the world? There is a one response. Students, please try to read and answer it now. A small task. Don't worry about whether it is right or wrong. This is what we should have first in our mind. It's not about right and wrong. It's just an attempt. So this is very, very important also. That's the reason I request all the students to participate. Don't worry about your answer. Do I have to compare myself with anyone in the world? Anusha, do I have to compare anyone in the world? Do I have to compare anyone in the world? Yes, I'm getting a response now. Yes, students started responding. Very good. So let us find the answer here now. The answer is nothing but, do I have to compare myself with anyone in the world? That is what we can say the answer here, right? So when we think about answering personality, what is how to define personality? So think about personality. We always see many people in our surroundings, correct? And we just worship or we just adore others' personality. We talk about them, good or bad. We have our own comments about others, correct? We are very good at asking or very good at commenting about others, observing others, passing comments. Very easy task when you consider. But when we consider ourselves, do we spend time to look at ourselves? This is a question, correct? So everybody likes to have a very good personality in their life. And when you consider you are young in your age, in your stage of life, just in degree life, correct? You have to complete your education and you have to think about your career. You have to get into a very good profession. So these are the dreams you have in your mind. And when you think about all your future aspect, you would like to get into a very good personality. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ. ಸೊ when we listen from others about our goodness, we feel very happy about it. Yes, I am good, I am obedient, I am punctual, I am confident, I am a good communicator. So when we listen to all those things, we feel like yes, I am great, correct? At the same time, when we listen to our bad comments from others, we feel very bad about it. This is very normal when you consider everybody. What we would like to hear only good comments from others, and we don't like to hear bad comments from others about us. But is it possible? It's a bit difficult, right? Because when you consider a human being, it's nothing but a mixture of good and bad. We cannot just say that I'm perfect in everything. It's just a notion we have. But most of the time, we don't admit our bad things. We don't admit our weakness, correct? So everybody likes to be good, but how to reach there? So there the question happens, who am I? We don't like to answer to this question. When you ask this question, who am I? We say that, what? Vimal Raj, Santosh Shetty, or Mark, or Narank, Shreyas. So we just say, when this question is asked, who are you? I am so and so. That's all. That is just a name associated with our life. Correct? We cannot just say that this is what I. The same name we may find many people in our surroundings. Iದೇ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಮಂದಿ ಇರಬಹುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ. So ಅವರು ಆ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. But we cannot just say that is what the person. The person is different. That name is different. We have to say that. For example, if somebody is asking you like what's your name, before saying your name, they may have a picture about you the way you are in front of them. Alva. So who am I is the question. When you ask yourself, ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡುವ ಒಂದು ಶ್ರಮ. That is what we can say that molding ourselves. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. What is personality? Personality is nothing but the set of qualities we have different from others. That is what the uniqueness we have, and that's how we are different from others. Finding those uniqueness is what we are supposed to do. Are we doing it? That's what we have to understand here. My dear students, this session is nothing but to try to understand us. As I said, we look at our surroundings, we see many people, we pass good comments or bad comments, it's left to the person. But do we spend time to look at ourselves? ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? So let us try to understand ourselves. So this is the session we try to look at ourselves and be open to this activity in such a way that admit whatever the things associated with us. It may be good or it may be bad. Some people are there, they would like to say only good thing about them. They would like to hide the weakness. Students, the best part of life is nothing but admitting our weakness. So aditre matra namma life ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಈಗ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸರಿಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಗಳೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Life is a beautiful suspense thriller, we can say. So whenever the situation come, we may be exposed to the different behaviors. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ we may have to go against somebody. We may have to we may not be able to convince, or we may not be able to satisfy everybody. So the situation may come up in our life. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ each and every day how we can satisfy ourselves. We may not be able to satisfy everybody in this world. We may not be able to be in the good book of everybody. Adru kuda we should be in a position to satisfy ourselves. We should be in a position to convince ourselves. And when we look at our future, we should know how we can present better for our life. So here we are trying to understand ourselves. When we try to understand ourselves, this is what very important thing. What is that? Knowing ourselves, I already said, that is what our personality also. Makle, namma strength, namma weakness, namma opportunities ಏನು, ನಮ್ಮ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಏನು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗೋ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವರ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ourselves and try to understand what are the strength of mind, what are the weakness of mind, what are the opportunities I can have in my life, what are the threats I may face, ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫನ್ನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಗ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಶೇಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಎಲ್ಲರ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಾಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವೆನ್ ಯು interact, then only we can expect that the result, the involvement is very, very important. So don't just like don't think like it's a very simple activity. ಇದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡುವ ಈ ಒಂದು half an hour 1 hour ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ what realization you have, you can definitely share with us also. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ cooperation I am expecting, and this is nothing but we say in training SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis andre namma strength, namma weakness, namma opportunities, and what are the threats we may have. So ee ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಸರ್ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಲೈಕ್ sit with a paper and pen ಅಂತ, and you can also use the chat box to share yours. What is the most important factor is nothing but admitting the weakness, because this is what very difficult to see or expect. Everybody may like to say this is what my strength, or somebody may be in a confusion also, what is my strength. Iga kelavರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಏನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅಂತ, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಅವರ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಮೆಮರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೆಮರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮಸಿಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಅಂತ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಾರದು. ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವೀಕ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ಬಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನಾವೀಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ಗಳು ಯಾವುದು, ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ಪಂಕ್ಚುವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಇದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓವರ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪುವರ್ ಮೆಮರಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ನೆಗ್ಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಸೆಲ್ಫಿಶ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಕೇರ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ತಪ್ಪಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಇದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೊಂದು ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ದೋ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ SWOT ಅನಾಲಿಸ್. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಾರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ no need to go to any astrologer to understand our future. If you just prepare this SWOT analysis, definitely you can understand yourself. And if you keep it along with you every day and try to understand what is your strength, what is your weakness, what are the opportunities you can have, what are the threats we may face, definitely if you have a daily attempt to seek clarity in this SWOT analysis, definitely there is a better future for us. So ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ this is what I think you can see this, correct? So ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಡೆಮೋ ಅಂತ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬರೆದಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಇದೆ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಡೌನ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಯ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಈಗ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೈ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್, ರೈಟ್. ಈಗ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮೆಮರೈಸಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ opportunity nothing but you can score very good marks, correct? So these are the ways you have to understand your strength. Don't copy now from others. So you can also try to use the chat box. At the same time, you don't miss to write your strength, weakness, opportunities and threat also. ನಾನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌ ವಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? ಸಮ್ಮೆ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ಆ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇತ್ತು, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಬ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರಿಗ್ರೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೊಂದು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಿನ್ಸಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಟು ಬಿ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್, ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕೇರಳ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ನಾನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್. ಹಾಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಿಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಆ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಟರಿ ಬೇಲ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ನಮ್ಮ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೋತ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗ್ತದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಈಗ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ, ಈಗ ಪುವರ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ, ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಪುವರ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ಥ್ರೆಟ್? ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುವ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪುವರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ಥ್ರೆಟ್? ಈಗ ನಾಳೆ ಜಾಬಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುವ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ, ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಗುಣಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವೀಕ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ನೀವು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್. ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ use the chat box to interact. Now sir, this is my strength, my weakness, what are the opportunities I may have, you can identify definitely. So ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಟೇಕ್ few minutes, maximum 5 to 10 minutes, then we will go for an interactive session. Are you ready? I expect the response in chat box now. You can start using chat box for the communication. Yes, Dikshit Suvarna, yes, good. So you can one by one start writing your strength now. I still remember, like if I take my own personal life, I have completed my MA, then joined lectureship. Because of some reasons I couldn't go for higher educations, but still I remember once my colleague, I would like to take his name also, Ravindranath Barve sir, mathematics HOD, he said once, Vimal, if you have a B.Ed, it will be just like a life jacket for any teacher, because government is going to keep it as a mandatory rule now. So you just understand the qualification, how it converted as a it was actually the weakness because it limited only MA in English, but later it was converted as a strength when I completed my B.Ed. So qualification, one example I have given. Now I got an opportunity because of my qualification also. So qualification is our strength before we go for any interviews and all. So this is what one example I have given here now. So the same way you can also put your strength, and also you can put your weakness. I'm expecting how many of you will admit the weakness part in a sincere way. Yakandra, that is a challenge always, but that is a greatness of every individual also, admitting our weakness. Yes, you can use chat box to share now. Be sincere to yourself. Chaitanya Kumari, strength, memorize. Yes, good. I have fear, that is my weakness. Yes, some people are there like fear will be there. stage fear may be there, fear of communication, facing people, exams. So fear is weakness. Okay, postpone the work. Okay, this is a one more thing, like we don't do the work at a particular time, always saying that tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and we may not do that work only. So postponing the work, procrastination, that's what we say, that a lack of confidence is my weakness. Yes, lack of confidence to face the situation. Deepti Jain, good. I hope you are also writing on your paper strength and weakness. If you have any difficulty to write the columns opportunities and threat, you can just present the strength and weakness. Later we can also talk about the way we can tell about opportunities and the threat. My dear students, don't worry about it, but keep responding, because that's very important. I have trouble saying no weakness. Very good. Yes. I just said now, this is nothing but preparing our own horoscope. So be sincere to ourselves. Anybody else? Crying for small reasons, very good. This is what sometimes we may not admit it, right? Crying for small reasons. Some people are there, so they will be emotionally attached. My strength is trust, sir. Yes, we trust people, so that is our strength. Sometimes trust may be weakness also. For example, like friendship can be strength for us, but the same friendship can also be a weakness also, correct? So we should know what is strength and what is weakness. Weakness is phobia. Yes, Sushbe. Yes. Weakness, angry is also, sometimes we lose our temper, right? So anger management, we say, whether we have to express all our emotions in front of anybody at any time, that's a question mark. Sometimes situation demands how we have to respect. We may lose our temper, but still we have to smile in front of others like nothing happened. So based on the circumstances, we have to react. Strength is helping nature. That's good. Getting angry is my weakness. Weakness feels inferior from negative comments. Some people are there, like you are not good. So when somebody passes negative comments, we lose our we lose ourselves. So we feel very low, correct? So it affects negatively. Speaking and patience is my strength. Yes, whatever happens, we can just wait for the time. This time too shall pass, we say that, right? We should not be in a hurry to decide anything now. So this is what we should have. Sometimes patience is our strength. More confident is my weakness. Apsana Bhavin, very good. So we should be confident, but we should know whether this confidence can support us for achieving the result, correct? So confident is good, but we should say always, we say that our confidence is not good. Yes, fear is the weakness. Again, this is a common factor we see nowadays, right? Yes, Aishwarya is saying like hesitancy is my weakness. Weakness part, hesitancy means don't ready to involve. We hesitate to act. So hesitancy is one more thing. She says overthinking is my weakness. Yes, some people are there like thinking too much about it. It may not require that much thinking. We can just decide it there itself. But after thinking a lot, what happens? We complicate the thinking. So things may not happen also because of that. So overthinking, yes, definitely it's a part of it, weakness. So good response, students. One by one, you have expressed yourself. So now, can I get anybody here to speak now? That will be more useful and productive here. Yes, continue responding in chat box. But at the same time, can I get anyone to talk about your strength and weakness? You can just unmute and speak now. Then let's have the next level of interaction. Can I find out anybody to talk about the strength and weakness? Reading. If you have prepared this type of chart, you can just unmute and speak about your strength and weakness. Can I find anybody? You can just raise your hand and you can unmute. I think a host may do that, unmute if the student raise the hand or being motivated is my strength. Student, please be ready to read your SWOT analysis now. That will be much helpful for others also. So I expect that type of initiation from you. It will be appreciated. Now don't consider this as a weakness here to read. Now confidence with myself, weakness. So can I find somebody? We have spent almost, I think, 5 to 10 minutes dealing with this SWOT analysis now. If you want to speak, please, you can also respond in chat box now saying that I want to read, sir. So can I get someone who can read now? Anybody? Then we'll have an analysis of that. Don't hesitate. Keep it as an opportunity. Anyone? My dear students, please just make sure that you can, no need to worry about it. You can read about your strength and weakness. That is what expected also now. Then only the result of what we are trying now will be getting now. So please try to read if anyone is interested. If I go with my chat box, I can find out somebody. I think Madhura, Dikshita, Suvarna, Vidya, anybody? Madhura, can you just read your strength and weakness column, if you don't mind?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. I appreciate your acceptance here also, because that will make this session more interactive. Yes.
My strength is helping others. Trust.
Yes,
only few is the strength. Weakness is some more.
Only two strength you have. Okay.
Weakness is overthinking. angry, over
Angry.
judging,
Over judging.
confidence,
Confidence.
lack of confidence,
Lack of confidence. Okay. Okay, Madhura.
fear to face the.
Fear to face the public.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Madhura, can you just analyze your strength and weakness? So, after writing your strength and weakness, what you have realized? Is it just limited to knowing your strength and weakness, or have you thought about something about this practice here now? What you have understood after writing your strength and weakness?
By writing this, I knew means I don't have means there is a less strength in me. I knew about it.
You knew
Has
about
more
it.
weakness in me.
Okay.
I
So
can
what?
think of more weakness.
Okay. After
Yes,
writing, after understanding that you have more weakness and you have less strength, that's what you say now. Okay, fine. So after writing this, what is your realization and what you want to be next?
I realized that means my strength is less, so I want to make it correct.
You want to correct it. You want to correct it in one more way.
Yeah.
We can say that we can convert weakness into. We have to convert weakness into strength. Correct. So this is what actually the purpose of this SWOT analysis, my dears. Thank you, Madhura, for reading your strength and weakness. So most often, this is what we feel. We have less strength and more weakness, or sometimes we feel like more strength and less weakness. But I tell you, this is just an activity we have kept here for 10 to 15 minutes. This is not the final. This is not the end of it. Correct. So when you think about our strength, now she said about two strength aspects like trust and confidence or whatever. So this is what today we feel. But after thinking about ourselves, we feel like I am a good communicator. I can speak very well. So I can be a good public speaker tomorrow. I have many good friends. So I believe in friendship. So I can convert it as an opportunity. Correct. So this is what happens when we think about it ourselves. When we try to introspect and try to learn what I have to correct. So the process begins there itself. So today we feel like overthinking is a problem. Tomorrow onwards, we keep an eye on ourselves. Yes, I am doing it. It's not good. I have to reduce it. So slowly, when you keep an eye on you, you reduce overthinking and you think. Correct. And you think for a time and you go for a decision. And you know that selfishness is a negative aspect you have. So without your knowledge, you do it. Correct. But when you try to say yourself that you are selfish and you do wrong things and it's not good, selfish is not a good attitude or a good quality I have, so I should not be selfish. So when you try to tell you continuously, repeatedly, after seeing that you are selfish, that word in front of you, you try to be selfless, you try to reduce that impact. When you know that your weakness is nothing but negligence, you know that you neglect things, so then onwards you try to take care of it. Correct. So knowing thyself, we say that knowing ourselves, that is the best learning we can have. It's not just about the learning, is not only what is prescribed and the syllabus will help us to achieve the success in our life. Knowing ourselves, knowing our strength and weakness. And today you might have felt a little bit difficulty because all of a sudden you are asked to write about your strength and weakness. Correct. But when you get time, when you think about yourself, when you try to understand yourself, you understand that, oh, these are my strength, these are my weakness. So what is the next step is nothing but we have two more columns here, opportunities and threat. So opportunities I already said. See, what is required means here, how we know how to convert our opportunity, strength into opportunity. Who will be a successful person in a life is the one who convert strength into opportunity and threat into an opportunity. Because at present, you know that when Corona situation had come, we know that, for example, we can the learning and the teaching only. We know that our strength is nothing but teaching, correct? So, and if we are good at technical knowledge or dealing with this online classes, definitely, even though we are under lockdown, we converted this as an opportunity and we started teaching online. And this online training session is also the result of that. And if you just understand that you cannot face camera, you cannot stand in front of the camera and deliver the class, then that will be your weakness. And what happens when you don't have that confidence to stand in front of camera and deliver the class? The moment that becomes your threat. Threat is nothing but you may lose the job. Correct? So adaptability is what required. So here, how we understand our weakness. See, when we started online classes, it was very difficult to talk in front of a mobile or a camera. That moment we understood how difficult these actors are facing, how they present in front of them. But it's just a matter of the beginning, correct? So, my dears, this is what we have to understand here. How we find out the opportunities using our strength and how we convert our weakness as a strength. So, to convert weakness as a strength, we should keep always that table in front of us. We say that when you are a student, I'm saying, when you are a student, to one day you may take a decision that tomorrow onwards I will improve. Tomorrow onwards I will sit and study. Tomorrow onwards I will prepare for the exams and whatever it may be, competitive exams also. And then you will prepare a timetable and you will write the time. It will be perfect on timetable. And you may keep it in front of your table. You may keep it on, you may paste it on the wall. Then you will look at it. Tomorrow you may try to practice it. Correct? And you understand it is somewhat difficult to follow the timetable. Then day after tomorrow, once again, you may try to follow, but the effect will be a little bit less. The problem is nothing but you just try to follow the timetable which is written by you only without knowing yourself. The timetable is the perfect timetable that can be followed by anybody, but it may not be applicable to each and everybody. Correct? So we have to identify. The best example here can be given. For example, some may be very good at get up in the morning. Some may be like late sleepers. They would like to study till late night. Everybody may not be the same. Correct? So strength is nothing but we have to ask ourselves where we are good at. Correct. So this is what actually we should know first. Then only you should prepare the action plan. So instead of just preparing the action plan or the timetable, what we have to follow tomorrow onwards, morning 4:30 or 4 o'clock till night 10 o'clock, without knowing your strength and weakness, if you prepare the timetable, we may fail somewhere. Morning 4 o'clock you may write, but you love to sleep in the morning session. Correct? So there your weakness is there, but you didn't understand your weakness. You just put the timetable directly. So there you are weak. Correct? So if you could understand your weakness, as I said, if you understand your strength, weakness, you could not put that morning session timetable for you. You could have put that timetable and the late night, like 10 to 12 o'clock. So just an example I have given, my dear. So always you should ask yourself where you are good at, what you are good at. So there is what the strength lies. And when you consider your weakness, you should respect the weakness. You should not neglect the weakness, because that weakness may pull you back. If you respect and convert it as a strength, definitely you are achieving your success in your life. You just take any personalities. They all have converted their weakness into strength, not only just focused only on strength. So this is very, very important aspect of that. So the major purpose of SWOT analysis is nothing but to know about our strength and weakness, and what is the relationship between strength and weakness, or strength and opportunity, weakness and threat. Without knowing our weakness, if we just go for the life, then we may lose our life also. In professional life also, it may affect us very badly. We should know ourselves. I may take one small story. Two shoe salesmen. You might have heard about this. Got it? So it happened in Africa. So company appointed two shoe salesmen, shoe company. So the company sent a representative to east west of Africa, and the company sent another person to south west of Africa. Just understand, one person goes to one direction, the other person goes to the other direction. So one person goes and then see the people there, and he feels like there is no scope for the shoe company here because nobody wears the shoes there. And he goes and reports the company that there is no opportunity here because nobody wears the shoes here. The other person goes and he finds the same scenario there, and he is confident now. What he went and informed the company that nobody wears the shoes there. We have what big opportunity there. Understood the difference? Situation remained the same, but what happens here? The presentation is different. Company got two feedbacks. One is that there is a big opportunity, great opportunity, and at the same time, the other one said no opportunity at all. Correct. So this is nothing but attitude. One is pessimist, couldn't find any opportunity. The other one is optimist. Optimist, always finding the opportunity. So when we shape our characters, we understand our caliber, we understand our qualities, always try to develop good qualities, always try to reduce the negative qualities or weak qualities. This is what basically we should have. Then only we can achieve the success in our life. So this is what I would like to say here when we do the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is nothing but to know myself, to know thyself, we say, right? So when you know ourselves, we can definitely shape our life for the future. Now, one more drawback is there when you consider this SWOT analysis. We don't understand our strength. We don't understand our weakness. It was what I was repeating. You were also responding. You might have written also. See, some people are there, may not be able to identify the strength. For example, if I take the classroom example only, some students are there, may not score very good marks. Correct. And some people or friends or the teachers also may say that he is good for nothing, can't do anything. Correct. No future at all. See, this type of comments may be just like what negative impact in the student. And the student feel like always like, oh, I'm not good at studies. I may not be able to do anything in future also. But actually, he may be very good at acting. He may be very good at dancing. Correct. Some professionals, when you look at now the celebrities, there are many celebrities in front of us. They didn't score very good marks in their examination. They didn't score very good performance in their exams, but still they could enjoy the life, beautiful life. Correct. So there, what happened means they could identify their strength in acting, they could identify their strength in dancing, they could identify their strength in singing. You might have seen the movie Yuvaratna also, correct? Recently, Punit Rajkumar's. There was a particular point like parents were asked to come and sit in the classrooms, and how they realized, correct? Everybody has their own area of interest, passion, correct? We cannot just say that you are supposed to be like this. Don't just listen to others' comments and decide that this is what that is what making us to lose our life. We know what we are, right? We have confidence that we can do it. We can show the capacity, or we can show the caliber in this area. Don't just to follow others. That's what my first question. Do we, or do I have to compare ourselves with anyone in the world? Preeti Rodriguez raised the hand. If you want to say something, definitely you can. So let me continue then. If you want, please unmute and speak. It's a platform for you also. So do I have to compare with anyone in the world? Not required. People may say anything about us, but if you do this SWOT analysis perfectly every day, definitely you can just enjoy the life, because only we know our strength, only we know our weakness. Sometimes we may expose our weak side in front of others, and people may pass the comments. Let it be. Tell yourself that I will try to reduce it day by day. I know that this is my weakness, and tomorrow it will be a threat for me. As I said, if you don't know how to handle the technical side of technical knowledge, if you don't have the technical knowledge, tomorrow it will be a threat. So what is the thing to be done there? It's nothing but we have to learn, correct? So this is not an unsolvable, unaddressed problem we have. Somewhere, if I remember or caught Albert Einstein word, he said, disabled are not the one who has some physical or mental problems. And disabled are those who has the ability but still not using that. We should not be just like elephant who are chained, small chain by a person. We should have that knowledge about us. That is what the great tool we can apply. Don't go to astrologer and ask what happens in future. What is my fate? Don't believe in fate. Believe in your effort. When you start working on that, definitely you will improve day by day by day. So as I started with that, as I said in the beginning, personality is nothing but, what is the personality? Personality is nothing but a set of qualities. That unique set of qualities what you have. You can find the qualities in many people, but that combination, that blend, you may not be able to see. And don't compare yourself with the others also. So that set of qualities, when you know that these are my qualities, try to make the list, that strength list more, and try to reduce that weakness list less day by day. Because there the success lies. If we just neglect our weakness, we may find many threats and we may lose in our life also. So when you think about your personality, it is not fixed, my dears. This is what one more thing. Don't fix now itself like this is what I cannot change. When you think like that, there you are going in a reverse step. That's all I can say. That's somewhat like you are stunning. You are suppressing your growth. Don't just listen to others only. Listen to yourself, your thoughts. Every situation may not be in favor of us. But if you know ourselves in a better way, definitely we can have a better life in the future. So this is just a presentation about a SWOT analysis. It could be more effective if it is done in the offline platform and interactive session is happened. I accept the limitations of this online platform, and my simple suggestion is nothing but don't just neglect. You got an idea about what is SWOT analysis, what I can think about it. Daily, you keep it in front of you, look at it at least. Even if you don't write it, we have got many good qualities and many weak areas. Correct? There is no change in that. We have that big list in front of us, but we may not admit it or we may not know it. If possible, try to work on it every day, at least 5 minutes. When we say that ourselves that you are selfish or you are careless, somewhere the prick of conscience we say, right? I should not be like that. I should try to change. If not in front of others, at least we should ask ourselves, is it right to be like this? Correct. So let us try to practice some good things for our future. So when we do it individually, that will be more effective than keeping a timetable for future plans, all those things. So this is all about SWOT analysis, I can say. And when you talk about personal grooming, this is one area I could say, and one more area is nothing but the way we appear in front of others. That is also very, very important considering personal grooming. How we present in front of others, that will be counted more. We always say that what first impression is best impression. It may be just like your dress code, the way the hair combed and the mustache, the shave. So everything counts, top to bottom, if possible. Considering the situation, if we appear, then definitely that will be more appreciated. That's what I can say. That is a vast area. It may require more time to address also. So today I have just given that a tip, like when you present in front of an interview board or any professional places, try to be in a very formal way. Take care of your hair, skin, mustache, dress code. Even sometimes we say that what in formal occasions, like even belt and the shoe color combination also will be considered. Even for the ladies also, like over makeup, like what is required, so that is enough. And how the way the hair they go for the presentations, that will be considered more. So rather than you say that this is what they will have an idea about you by just looking at you. So give that the best impression. So this is what I could say about this appearance, good appearance for good future. That's what I can say. And before ending up, I would like to keep it in front of you this: nobody can go back and change a bad beginning, but anyone can start now and create a successful ending. We cannot recreate yesterday's, correct, but we can definitely think about a better future. So that future is in our hand. So try to enjoy your life with your own effort. The life is in your hand. Understand your strength and weakness, and make sure that every day, a bit by bit, you increase the qualities in the column of strength, and try to reduce the weakness columns also. Find out opportunities in your life using your strength, and try to reduce the threats by taking care of your weakness. And don't allow anybody to tell or pass any comments about your present status. If you can understand your strength now, definitely you can achieve the best results in the future. Before winding up, before saying a goodbye, I would like to take the last slide in front of you. And this is nothing but just a poem entitled Reunion, College Reunion. Everybody goes for get together or reunion after leaving your schools or colleges, right? After many years. Just to go through this, if possible, you can also read. The topper of the class is a happy homemaker. Backbencher of the lot is an entrepreneur. The flamboyant fashionista, lawyer, often ignored Joe, turned a well-known writer. The one who failed in math paper is a fashion designer, and one who often got to stand outside the class is a respected army officer. The reunion taught me how people come up with many layers and told me why we should never judge a book by its cover. Each child out there has a different success story. Thank you, my dears. I hope you got the meaning of it. And wish you a good luck for the future. I'm very confident that you will definitely enjoy the bright future with the support of your faculties and JCI MOODBIDRI THRIBHUVAN also conducting this kind of training sessions regularly to each and every student of, I hope, each and every student of MOODBIDRI, we can say, it may be high school or a PU college or a degree college. Appreciate the effort of JCI MOODBIDRI and the president, and wishing a good luck for the future. I conclude my session. Thank you.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು JC ವಿಮಲ್ರಾಜ್ ಸರ್. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಮತ್ತು ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಈ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅದರ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಎಂಬುದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸೆಷನ್ JCI ಮೂಡಬಿದ್ರೆ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒದಗಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಸರ್. ತಮಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದೀಗ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕೀಗ. ಸುಮಾರು 100ರಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಈ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಸದ್ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ.
ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದಿದ್ರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಟಾಕ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಟು ಯು ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿ, ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎನಿವನ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. Can I call the names otherwise? Who is that? Please, anyone? Preeti D'Souza, please.
Hello, sir.
Tell me. Head opinion, head at least.
Okay, sir. By this section, it was very valuable, sir. In the andre presentation andre ಎಷ್ಟು effective ಆಗಿತ್ತು.
ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟದು ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪು ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಆ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ನಾನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ನಾವೀಗ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ತಪ್ಪಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್. ಅದು ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುದಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ SWOT ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸುಲಭ, ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಬಟ್ those who try to do it sincerely, at least for few days, you can observe the changes. ಯಾವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅದು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 22 days or 30 days ಅಂತ. ಸೊ give time for that to continue for minimum days, then you will observe changes. Santosh sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Thank you, sir. I really felt it was worth attending this webinar. Hello. Am I audible?
Audible.
I really felt it was worth. Yeah, thank you, sir. I really felt it was worth attending this webinar. Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts, and thank you the faculty members who arranged this webinar. This was needed to people in this stage of confusion. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Anyone else?
Sir.
ಹೇಳಿ.
Am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
ಸರ್, ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿನೋದ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೋರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪವೂ ಬೋರ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಚಂದಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು JCI ಮೂಡಿಬಿದ್ರಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Thank you. Else, anyone else? Please use the opportunity. Anyone else? ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಹೇಳಿ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Anyone else, please? 100 students are there. Please take your voice. Chaitanya, can you?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. ಹೇಳಿ, ಒಂದು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಹೇಳಿ at least.
ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದು
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸರ್, ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದು ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನಂತ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ನನ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಗೆ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನನ್ನ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ ಗೆ.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Self-interested students, please speak yourself. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ಹೇಳಿ.
So, by participate, so am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
Okay, sir. So by participating in this session, I really felt that it was useful, because all the time we are not aware of our strength and weakness.
Okay.
But it was the time for us where we have to really imbibe ourselves and gain some qualities, like to look back our life and to change our life where it is needed.
Okay.
So many have not got this opportunity today, but we, by participating in this session, have got some inputs. So it is so we have to make the best use of this session.
Okay, thank you.
So
Utilize.
thank you, sir. Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone else? ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ದು, ವಿಮಲ್ ರಾಜ್ ನನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಒಬ್ರು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಿಂದ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿಮಲ್ ರಾಜ್ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಕಾರ್ಕಳದಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದಂತ ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಅವರ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಸ್ವಾಟ್ ಅನಾಲೈಸಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಅವರ ಮೂಲಕ ಮಾಡಿಸಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಷನ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಏರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಎನ್ನುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ವಿಮಲ್ ರಾಜ್ ಅವರನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವ ಒಂದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ತನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಆದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಮಲಯಾಳಂ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ನಿಂದ ಬಂದವರು, ಏನು ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೋಸಿಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ MA ಪಡೆದಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಏನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಂದ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಏನು ತನ್ನ ಏನು ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಭಾವಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆಯೋ ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದು ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದೆಯೋ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅವರ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆಗಿ ಪರಿವರ್ತಿಸಿದ ಒಂದು ಗುಣ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ವಿಮಲ್ ರಾಜ್ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸುಮಾರು 1.5 ಗಂಟೆಗಳಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರೀತಿಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂತಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೇವೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್.
President sir, please proceed.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಸರ್. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೆಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅನಿಸಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅನಿಸಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ